Welcome to Ping 24 Updates, your daily dose of what's happening around the world. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Headlines flash daily. Chinese Coast Guard water cannons, massive US-Philippines military drills and billions in new foreign investment. These aren't isolated events, they're signs of a deeper geopolitical struggle. The Philippines, with its 7,000+ islands, is once again a central stage for global power plays. What happens here affects global trade, security, and the balance of power between East and West. This isn't new. The Philippines has long been a strategic prize for empires and superpowers. Today's disputes in the South China Sea are about more than fishing rights. They're about control over vital shipping lanes, resources, and military reach. The Philippines is now a frontline state in a contest between giants like the US and China. Nations are lining up to offer military hardware and development aid, not out of charity, but as calculated investments in a country vital to regional security. The world is fighting with influence, investment, and alliances for a stake in the Philippines' future. To understand this drama, we must look beyond the headlines and into the nation's history and geography. The Philippines' story is one of resilience, shaped by centuries of foreign influence, yet always forging its own identity. From Spanish galleons to American warships, the world has always come to the Philippines. The question now, how will the Philippines leverage this global attention to define its own destiny? Geography is destiny, and the Philippines sits at Asia's crossroads, a gateway between the Pacific and the South China Sea. Its location places it near Taiwan, Japan, China, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Malaysia, making it central to the world's busiest maritime trade routes. Trillions in global commerce pass through these waters. Whoever controls them controls the economic lifeblood of the region. Military strategists have long recognized this. Spain used it for galleon trade, and the US called it an unsinkable aircraft carrier. US bases at Subic Bay and Clark Air Base were critical during the Cold War, projecting power across Asia. The archipelago's thousands of islands offer strategic depth, hard to invade, easy to defend. For any power, the Philippines is not just an asset. It's a necessity for regional influence. Its exclusive economic zone overlaps with China's controversial 9-dash line, making it a flashpoint in the South China Sea. Islands like Palawan are key staging points for patrols and resupply missions to disputed areas. Geography isn't just an advantage, it's central to the Philippines' defense and sovereignty. The shape of the land dictates the front lines of today's geopolitical contest. That's why the world's powers have always vied for influence here. The Philippines' place on the map makes it indispensable. Its geography is its greatest strategic weapon. The Philippines' value isn't just strategic, it's natural. For centuries, traders sought its gold, pearls, and spices. Today, it's among the world's top holders of gold, nickel, copper, and chromite. Fertile volcanic soil and a tropical climate make it an agricultural powerhouse exporting bananas, pineapples, and coconuts. Its waters, part of the Coral Triangle, teem with marine life, supporting millions and a massive fishing industry. Beneath the sea, untapped oil and gas reserves fuel modern disputes. Energy-hungry nations want access. This mix of minerals, agriculture, and marine resources has always attracted foreign powers. Empires came for profit, not just position. Today, competition is through investment and trade, not conquest. Nations race to partner with the Philippines, recognizing its natural wealth as key to its rising influence. The country's resources are a foundation for its economic power. The Philippines' greatest asset is its people. With over 115 million citizens, most under 25, it boasts a young, dynamic workforce. High literacy and English proficiency have made it a global leader in business process outsourcing, powering economic growth. The Filipino diaspora, over 10 million strong, works worldwide as nurses, engineers, and more, sending home vital remittances. These workers are unofficial ambassadors, building goodwill and global connections. Their skills and experience fuel innovation and entrepreneurship at home. The Filipino people's resilience and adaptability are transforming the nation from a passive prize to an active global player. More than ports or mines, it's the people who are the Philippines' most powerful resource. They are the nation's true engine of change. To understand today's Philippines, look to its colonial past. Spain ruled for over 300 years, bringing Catholicism, centralized government, and a feudal land system, unifying the islands but also sparking revolution. The US took over in 1898, introducing public education, democratic institutions, and English, while developing infrastructure for its own interests. This left a legacy of democratic ideals and a special relationship with America. World War II brought brutal Japanese occupation, shattering illusions of protection and fueling fierce resistance. The war devastated the country but forged a strong national identity and a drive for true sovereignty. These colonial waves created a unique blend: Asian roots, Spanish Catholic soul, American democratic veneer. The result is a people deeply aware of power dynamics and determined to stand as equals on the world stage. The echoes of empire remain in laws, language, and faith, but above all they fuel the Philippines' quest for self-determination. The nation's history is a crucible of resilience and independence. Today, the Philippines' historic struggle converges in the South China Sea. China's sweeping nine-dash line claims clash with the Philippines' internationally recognized exclusive economic zone. Despite a 2016 Hague ruling in Manila's favor, China rejects it, leading to daily confrontations, harassment of Filipino fishermen, blockades, and gray zone tactics. For the Philippines, this is a fight for sovereignty and resources. The world is watching. Freedom of navigation and the rules-based order are at stake. Allies like the US, Japan, and Australia back the Philippines, seeing its defense as vital to global stability. Manila's strategy: assertive transparency, publicizing Chinese actions to rally international support. The South China Sea is where the Philippines is forging its identity as a resilient middle power. The Philippines isn't standing alone, it's building alliances. The U.S. Mutual Defense Treaty is reinvigorated, now explicitly covering attacks in the South China Sea. Japan, once an occupier, is now a key partner, providing patrol vessels and surveillance gear. Australia joins with joint patrols and military training. These trilateral and quadrilateral partnerships create a network of support, deterring aggression. Alliances provide not just military aid, but diplomatic clout, amplifying the Philippines' voice in global forums. This collective diplomacy isolates aggressors and builds consensus for a rules-based order. By cultivating these relationships, the Philippines turns vulnerability into strength. In today's geopolitics, power is measured by the strength of your friendships. Beyond geopolitics, the Philippine economy is booming. A young, English-speaking workforce drives growth and attracts foreign investment, especially as companies diversify away from China. The digital sector is surging. Tech startups, fintech, and e-commerce are thriving, fueled by one of the world's most active social media populations. International investors are pouring in, building data centers and software hubs. This shift from raw materials to a knowledge economy gives the Philippines new leverage in foreign relations. Economic reforms and infrastructure upgrades are making the country even more attractive to investors. A strong economy funds military modernization and strengthens sovereignty. Economic and defense strength go hand in hand for the Philippines' future. The Philippines wields powerful soft power, rooted in its people and culture. The global Filipino diaspora builds goodwill and political support worldwide. Filipino culture, from music to cuisine, is gaining international fans, creating a positive national brand. This cultural export helps the Philippines stand out as modern and confident. Diplomatically, the country skillfully balances ties with the US and China, pursuing its own interests. It's not picking sides, it's making independent choices as a mature nation. The story is changing. Others once fought to possess the Philippines. Now it's fighting for itself and inviting the world to join in shared principles. The nation is no longer a passive object, but an active agent shaping its destiny. By uniting geography, resources, alliances, and people, the Philippines is stepping out of its colonial shadow. It's claiming its place as a central, indispensable nation in the Indo-Pacific, writing its own future.